Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Chicago Cubs.
So just about set now. And on the hill, the lefty, Jordan Wicks.
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Foul ball there. At the belt and fires.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
And a pitch. Looked like it was a little bit up.
It's a good take.
Come on now, here we go.
The next offering misses, and the count's full. The pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. And now the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Steer.
So a man aboard, Spencer Steer, the next to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Hey, roll it up here.
Down the line, it's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Back-to-back base hits. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
One away, runners at first and third. And next is the designated hitter, Jake Fraley. There's the strike at the knees.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Let's sit him down right here, right now.
Here comes the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. The pitch. That to right. Suzuki has a beat on it. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's saved. And it's 1-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Come on, Cubby.
And that's in there for strike one. Started to swing, held up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. Steer off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Reds 1 and the Cubs coming up. Back here at the friendly confines. Getting the nod in this one, Andrew Abbott. What do you have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And the batter now is Joey Votto. Wicks back to work. That's in there.
Hey, nobody out now.
And a big swing and a miss. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boog from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. And first offering is fouled off. They say it went.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Hey, let's go right here.
That misses the zone, and a count 1-2. Way high. Set down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
MlbTheShow23 Marte, the next to hit for the Reds. There's the strike.
No ball, 1 strike. Down now.
And now the lefty inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
0-2 now, just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. And another ball.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Come on, Cub.
Next one just misses. And the count's full.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. On the ground. Wisdom on to first. And that's the 3rd out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. But they're on top 1-0. On to the third inning. And now the right fielder, Will Benson.
Will Benson.
Benson goes 6 feet 5 inches, hitting ninth in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2016.
Hey, nobody.
The 1-0. And that's in for a strike.
Hey, place it first. Place it first.
So now 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a 1-2. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And that's a swing according to umpire Ed Drummond.
The batter, number 6.
Jonathan India at the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout.
India.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Now 1-1. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Plays at 1 now.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now back.
That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. That's to third. Wisdom to second, to first, not in time. Great effort there.
The left fielder, number 7.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Steer, in his rookie season, 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Get out of here, Rex.
And the pitch. Comebacker to the mound. On to first, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 1 and the Cubs nothing.
Here we go, fellas. Let's
Now
go.
it's the DH, Jake Fraley. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up.
Fraley.
The pitch. There's a strike.
Well, these Reds, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And the 0-2. Got it by him for the K.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
1 down, base is empty. And it's 1-1.
1-1. Come on, fellas, let's go.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
Hey, we got one here. We got one.
Here's a 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. The pitch. And there's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Joey
Runner on at first with one gone. Now here is Joey Votto. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Hey, get a 2-ball right here. What do you say?
That one's in there, 0-1. Bounce to the right side. Over to Swanson. He turns it. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. All tied 1-1. And welcome back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Come on, that was a strike.
And here it comes. And now 2 balls and a strike. Up the middle, Mastroboni to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Had to make a perfect play right there after that nice backhand stop, and he did. He couldn't have transferred the ball from his glove to his hand any better than he did. Just an excellent release.
Here's the third baseman, Noelvi Marte. 0 for 1 so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Oh, 1 down. A little out front there as he swings through it.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
The 0-2. Popped up.
I got it.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Number 30, Will Benson.
Now it's the right fielder, Will Benson. Struck out swinging his first time. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to Bellinger. And the Reds go 1-2-3. Reds down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Here at Wrigley Field, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jonathan India.
Here we go, guys.
And a pitch. That one called a strike, and it's 0-1. India, 26 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. In the air, out towards right center. Number 40 on the move to his left. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
So up next, TJ Friedel singled back in the first and scored their only run. He's 1 for 2. In there for strike one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer.
Here we go.
And that's in there for strike one. One. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied 1-1. Back here at Wrigley Field, and now the DH, Jake Fraley.
No outs here.
The pitch. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Now the 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson.
Get ahead right now.
That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. And there's a ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
The 2-1. And it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And 2 away now.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Get down now.
And that one fouled off.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Two outs. Just missed. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Next one misses. Ball 2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And he's down on strikes. for the second time today. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Score remains deadlocked at 1. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Drew Smiley.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 11, Drew Smiley.
Step.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Guys can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final